Okay, as you see, we have our engines and our wings, or our fuselage and the wings. Next up is the engine. This one's going to be a little harder because usually I have good angles in all three views to be able to draw the engines. But as you can tell, the front view is actually of a different type of engine. It's not even round. If I try to drag it, as you can see, it's actually smaller than the engine on the A3 on the Neo version. So what I'm going to do is you pick the center section and try make sure this is another where you want ortho back on. Take your center section and kind of try and find the center of the engine. I'm doing this because the point is visible in forward view while the line isn't. See, I'm just not getting any line up at all between the engines are between the 320 and the Neo are 320 Neo are completely different. So we go back to our reference material, and just to me it looks like the engines are round, as you can tell here. So that will make things a lot easier. Just grab your circle right in the middle, plink. We're not going to use the front view you have to do it in the front view in order for it to be flat or for it to be in the right position. What I'm going to do is use the top view to get my width. I'm going to use the side view to get my width, at least for the front piece. As you can tell, we didn't quite find the center of the fuselage or the engine, so I'm going to extend a little bit past, and we're just going to grab the whole thing and go up till we're centered. And also, as you can tell, this piece goes straight up and down, while the engine itself is actually angled back a little. So we keep the circle highlighted, hit rotate, grab the top, grab the bottom, and that little line we drew, click to it. And we now have our little angle. For the second part, we're just going to keep doing the exact same thing. Since I've got such a lousy drawing of the engine, see, that's just 200, so we're not even going to pay 10. I might as well just delete that since I got the fuselage. Okay. I don't know what that is. I'm going to keep just looking for views of the engine. Alright, if we look here, is this a Neo or just this is a Neo. It's kind of flat on the bottom. At least it looks like in this view, except for here. And then I'm going to say, so it's kind of flat and arced. Now just looking at the fuselage or the engine picture, we've got two parts here that are basically the same. Going to be the same dimension because they're flat. Okay. So we're basically just gonna. Now, one good thing about Rhino is if you want to do an exact copy, you can do two choices. You can either click, hit copy, and drag it back, which will give us the shape we want. Or draw your circle again, kind of draw it out a little, then right click, and that'll give you, it'll basically do a repeat of the last circle that was drawn. Now this particular circle here, which is the end of the bypass, it's going to be tricky because I don't know where the end of it is. So we're just kind of going to guess, and it's going to be right here. So we're going to loft. In Rhino, the right click is the same as enter. So you can just, come on. Always make sure you grab the surface edge instead of curve. That way your edge lines, the edge of your parts line up. Okay, there's our engine shape. Now normally what I do is if I want to do an intake disc or fan, I'll just do what a planar curve and then select like this one here, which gives you your engine disc. What I'm going to do with this one is if you look at the engine, you'll see that it's the disc. Actually, if I wanted to do it right, it not only is it kind of curved like that, which the parts are going to be too small to fully recreate that, but what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take this curve, drag it back to about, I'm going to say here, and I'm going to loft. Get rid of that. And just draw a line here and trim. That'll give us that. And we're going to do a planar curve for the end of that. And that kind of gives me just kind of a more engine-y look. And then now we're going to work on the back of the engine. If you look, it's kind of a cone, double cone. So what we do, and I probably should not have deleted that. Anytime you want to draw a line on the center, you turn on centering, and that'll see where it says center right there. Grab that, go all the way back. If you'll know, then what you do, you grab there. That is the first part of our engine. Part 2 of the engine will be next.